We got so much incredible information to share tonight. It's going to be an extraordinary evening. I know that everybody in this room is an audio photographic genius, meaning that you can remember everything that is said in every 20-minute increment. So I'm going to hold you here for about 20 minutes. We'll take a break. We'll do some questions and answers after a little 15-minute break, and then we'll come back, question and answer, maybe 20 minutes, and call it a night. How's that sound? All right, so we're not going to hold anybody over. We're just going to have a good time here tonight, share some vital information. One thing I want to just take off your shoulders right off the bat is, you don't really need to know everything about everything. Here's all you need to be able to do. What do I eat again? This stuff? All right. How many people can do that? Here's what you need to do. Just go like this, and you go like this. Who's willing to do that? Interestingly, you can look at it this way. Our mouth is like a river. It's like the head of a river. And we've been going down this trough, and we were all onto, for me, it's Flintstones chewable vitamins, Fruit Loops, pasteurized, homogenized, glow-in-the-dark, remote control, larvicide, fungicide, herbicide, suicide, genetically modified, hormonally altered, pus-filled, blood-filled, chalk-filled milk that's been infected and cut with tap water that has 75,000 chemicals in it, and then put in a plastic bottle. And that was every day for 15 years. So I know what that does. And I was going down that trough, and all we're talking about here is just redirecting that flow to a new opportunity that's here, which is the best food ever suddenly shows up. So in light of the crises of our world, which we see the crises suddenly bring a lot of you into here. Why? Because in light of crises, there are always opportunities. In light of opportunity and in light of a crisis, you might see that actually your values have been distorted. People's values are distorted. People value a car or an apartment or a piece of furniture, but not their food. People value a second home, but not their children's diet. That's a value distortion. And what we do here is we rectify values. We bring value back. This event here is being broadcast all over the world. First Elements for Life event in New York City. People say, how'd you get involved in Elements for Life? From the very beginning. I met Chad in New York City 6 years ago. So for 5 years, he's been kind of bouncing ideas off me about, okay, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? How are we going to do this? What about that? And now it's all set up. And we're still in a pre-launch phase, less than 1,000 distributors. First time ever in New York City. Next time it's going to be Madison Square Garden, and it's going to be Madison Square Garden. I used to, in the early days of being a raw food person, anybody ever heard of raw food before? I know it sounds like a bizarre concept. You eat food that's natural from the earth as it is. Who would do that? Here's something that's never happened before. With network marketing, it's about organic growth. And you go out, I'm a gardener. I don't really do this kind of work. This is a side job for me, coming up here and talking to you about this stuff. My normal job is gardening. And I go and I put in fruit trees. We have a fruit tree planting foundation, plants fruit trees all around the world, nonprofit organization. Incredible operation. I go out and I plant fruit trees, and I know that in the first 2 years of that tree, that soil and everything you do to prepare that plant, and what you water it with, and the love that you dish out to that plant is going to determine what kind of fruit it is going to put out 10 years from then. And once it's gone through its 2 years, you don't have to keep it well managed. You can just kind of macro manage it. Occasionally, I haven't gotten water in 2 months, we better do something. First 2 years, you got to watch that. You got to plant and nourish. And that's how business should be. That's a natural business format. That's network marketing. You go out and you work it as hard as you can. I never worked so hard in my life as right now. I'm going to Mark's event tomorrow at 6 o'clock. I know you're going to have questions after that event. If you're coming, please let me go, because I got to get to JFK and I'm flying to London. 9:20 p.m. flight. I get out into Heathrow at 9:20 a.m. and then I go directly to another event, do an event over there. That's a good time. But I know you gotta shovel and you gotta put some back into it. You gotta make it happen now in order to produce something later. That's just how the universe works. But our normal model of doing this is not very good. Then you work 9 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 5, then you get a 401k plan, which is now worthless. How about you go plant seeds in somebody's heart of hope? How about you go plant a seed in someone's heart of LOVE because they got into FEAR? Now here's what's interesting. This is all organic. It's all organic products. In fact, like Sacred Chocolate, I'm involved in Sacred Chocolate. I know what's going on. We got every certification you can get. Right there. Getting the heart back into the chocolate, right? We got like kosher certification, halal certification, CCOF certification, raw certification, every vegan certification, every certificate. Why? To differentiate from everything else. Like we want to show, like, hey, we are not dealing like any kind of like cheating on the side. Nothing in this company is about cheating on the side and like maybe we might, well, it's cheaper over here. Let's just get, we'll get this and make a little bit more money. That's not. None of us are going to benefit from that. And I know that, hey, there's big industries out there, and the only thing I can do is really work on my heart and help you plant seeds in your heart of love and seeds of hope and seeds of environmentally friendly products that are good for everybody. Things that you want to share with your mom, you want to share with your daughter, you want to share with your family. And that I know that every single aspect of that is well observed and well taken care of so it's safe. Give the people what they want in the best way possible because it's possible now. You know, when I found out about chocolate, it's like, whoa, wait a second, we can have the best chocolate ever all the time forever without guilt, fear, or shame. That was a radical discovery. That was like, that discovery actually, it's amazing what it does to people's consciousness. It dissolves all these scarcity ideas, which is, oh, no, I'm having too much on it. I can eat what I want, when I want, with whom I want, whenever I want, without guilt, fear, or shame forever. I'm going to say that again, just so you can hear that. It sounds like poetry. I can eat what I want, when I want, with whom I want, whenever I want, forever, without guilt, fear, or shame. Why? Because I eat these things. What the heck is that thing? What the heck is that? That's a chocolate tree. Look how weird that thing is. The fruit grows right off the trunk of the tree. Now imagine your apple tree. Like you went out to your apple tree and one day all the apples were coming off the trunk of the tree. Would you think that was weird? How many people are excited about being here tonight? How many people are ready to make tonight the best night ever? How many people are excited that Quest TV over here is broadcasting this event all over the whole planet? Now I'm into team. Together, everyone achieves more. I learned these things from this guy over here. Together, everyone achieves more. In the raw food world, all of us have been fractionated. We're like, I'm going to do my own little chocolate operation over here. I'm going to do my raw food restaurant over here. I'm going to do my own little expos over there. And now, instead of that, we can all get together as a community. We get enough of us on board. Guess what's going to happen next? We're right now going to be discussing with a woman who owns Hunter Mountain, the ski resort, and rent the whole ski resort for us. And have this event there, and then we're all doing our deal, and we're out snowboarding, skiing, come back, have a good time, talk about all these great things. Is that something you can get excited about? You bet. As a community, because I know the raw food world, these people like to get together. I've seen that guacamole jar. When we have a raw food potluck or some kind of a dinner or a raw food retreat, the guacamole, you have to have someone police the guacamole mold. The first like 5 people are like, we like to get together and have a good time. Check out that, and then we'll have some cacao trees, and this is what the fruit looks like when you grow it yourself. You'll notice that it's bright and shiny and sunny like the sun. It has those orange and reds like a beautiful sunset. Because cacao is the sun energy. It's a heart energy. It's all about heart. The cacao bean itself contains 18 times more magnesium than any other food. And guess what your heart contains? 18 times more magnesium than any other organ in your body.